Hello, hello. This is Pastor Deborah again, and we are here once again with another episode of the King and Kingdom series, our leadership development teachings for you. We have been working through the return of the King, that's us, all of humanity, that would bring forth the days of the kingdom of heaven on earth. We are picking up in episode number 17. This is what I had to learn about humanity's forever person, our spirit. We are three in one. We are a physical body who has a biological brain that produces our soul. And we have a spirit, the forever person, that part of us that lives on after death. Well, we were always created by our Creator, our Father and our Mother, to be kings. In the last episode, I taught on the blessings, the words decreed to us out of Genesis 1:26 through 28, where we were given the authority and dominion over all things on the earth, before we were even created. Well, something happened to us. We fell from this high place into the darkness of slavery and death. We did a sin, that means we disobeyed a direct commandment through our ancient ancestor, Adam, which meant dark earth. All of humanity was in him in seed form. When he fell, his DNA, his sperm, was all fallen with him. And we were also a part of wound man, woman, that came out of man's physical body, also had a living soul in it. But she didn't hear the direct commandment of do not eat from the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in the garden, for in the day that you eat of it, you will surely die. She didn't hear that, and so she had a different interpretation that came from Adam. Well, we ate with the help of a voice out of a serpent, a voice of darkness and jealousy named Satan, the adversary of God. And so we fell from our high place, but we still came to earth because we were on earth in the garden. Well, when we fell, we became aware of sin, death to the relationship of the Garden of Eden, death in our relationships to each other, death in our relationship to our Father and Mother God, and we were kicked out of our only home that we knew, the Garden of Eden. Outside that was the world of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life. The earth became cursed because one of the first sons of Adam and Eve, which means the mother of all living, the only thing that was living was the flesh. Two brothers fought, Cain and Abel. Cain was jealous of Abel because Abel's sacrifice of a little animal was accepted by this God of the Garden of Eden. And Cain hit his brother with a rock, we think, spilled his blood on the earth, and the earth rose up and cursed Cain and humanity, saying it would never bring forth its full blessings unto it. And it would always be turned from the face of the earth. The earth would not work with it. They would become enemies. Because a brother spilt blood on the earth. Blood was never supposed to be spilt. We were never supposed to kill each other or eat each other. Animals were never supposed to eat each other. All that we needed for food and everything had been given to us in the garden. We were vegetarian plant eaters, and so were the animals to be. The garden was to spread over all the earth and bring forth the kingdom of heaven. That didn't happen. We got in trouble, very deep trouble. We fell, the spirit part of us fell into our deep, dark flesh of the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. Our 5 senses took over. We created a personality around us in our soul, and we had roads and bridges and gates and doors into our spirit. Our spirit sort of became married with, one with, went wherever the soul went. We were one, soul and spirit. We were supposed to be, but the spirit was supposed to be the leader, bringing forth all the light, the truth, the knowledge, and giving it to the soul. But that went away. And now the soul was giving to the spirit all the things from the sin and death, from the world of the flesh, from the soul, the helpmate. It was in control. But through a sacrifice of a young man named Christ for all of humanity, many thousands of years later, we could find our way back. But this God of our creation, this God, this Father and Mother, talked to us. He had to give us some hope and speak into our lives and into the earth and to the kingdom what was to happen to us. And that's what this episode is about. We're going to hear what these words were said to the prophet Isaiah. Israel, ancient Israel, from the Old Testament of the King James Bible, is used to show us all of humanity. How we sunk down into our lust of the eyes and the lust of the flesh and the pride of our life. And we became only flesh creatures. We were no longer a living spirit inside of a dirt body. And all the Old Testament shows how we sunk down, how we were treated, how we treated each other, what happened to us, and how a loving Father began his work of recovery, bringing to pass what he had always wanted in Genesis 1:26 through 28. So he had to come and first speak. He helped us throughout the Old Testament. The nation of Israel represented humanity, the spirit part of us. Israel means prince. And everything that happened to it was showing us how us, the forever person of humanity, got trapped, were slaves, held captives, and how a loving Father would come. He would first speak into our lives, into the world, because words are so powerful. You must learn to speak correctly. He spoke through a prophet named Isaiah, and he told us what we were to do and what was to happen to us. So here in this episode, we're going to start with Isaiah 60, and we're going to hear the words of our recreation, our arising, our freedom from the slavery and captivity of sin and death. But let's first open up with a prayer. Dear God of creation, God of our identity, the God of the kingdom of heaven, thank you for helping us through your words, through the Old Testament, through many people, and even now through movies, through stories, art, culture, music, other faiths, ancient buildings and temples, traditions and cultures. Thank you for showing us and helping us, even in our dreams, by poets, musicians, artists, nature itself. Thank you for helping us never to be ignorant of ourselves, our old nature, who we were, the mess we got into, and how you had to come and fix it. So now teach us about what you say is going to happen to us, what has happened to many of us, and still has to happen to many others. Thank you. Amen. Isaiah was a powerful prophet. You see, back in the ancient days, God could not live inside of us because our spirits were so evil and wicked, and they were estranged from this God of light and love. So he could speak to us in dreams. When we're minding our own business, we could have what you call open visions, but not everybody. Only certain people who were really praying. But God could also speak through animals and nature. There are stories about speaking through donkeys, speaking to fish, speaking to the earth. So here in Isaiah, who was an Old Testament prophet, and I'm sure most religions have heard of Isaiah. Many of them have other people like Isaiah. Many people had God talk to them. Muhammad of Islam had an ancient angel talk to him. Many of them in Buddhism and Taoism and Confucianism and kings and poets and musicians have had visions, dreams, and they have heard from God. And many probably have even heard animals. The spirit world is not silent to us, not the good side or the bad side. So here in Isaiah 60, we're going to begin the process of seeing how God proclaimed to humanity through a prophet that was written down thousands of years ago what was to happen to all of humanity. So let's begin. Isaiah 60, verse 1. Arise, shine. Who's he talking to? Talking to all of humanity. For your light is come. That means your freedom, your answers, your truth, your love, your knowledge is come. It's here. First you speak, then it happens. And the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. What does that mean? There was a glory that we lost, a light, a brightness, a righteousness that used to be in our spirit and on our spirit in the Garden of Eden. That left when our ancient ancestor, ate of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil at his wife's request, woman. Remember, he had declared that the woman was just flesh and blood, and he would be her helpmate, he would be her husband, and he would go with her wherever she went. So when she chose and picked of this tree at the insistence of the voice of Satan out of the serpent, nothing happened to her when she ate, because the command was not given to the soul. That's what the helpmate represented. But when Adam, the spirit part of us, ate, that's when the light of the Holy Spirit, the light of glory, left the spirit of humanity, left all of his sperm, and we fell into darkness. And then God was going to help us get it back. We had to go through many thousands of years of slavery, torture, abuse in the hands of someone else. We actually became another's child, Satan's child. We had his nature now, his greed, his lust, his pride in our soul that also was in our spirit. So here we are learning in verse 1 of Isaiah 60. God is decreeing, declaring, speaking out himself, his edict to all of humanity. He says, arise, stand up, shine, shine. He's telling us, commanding us, for your light is come back. You're no longer a dark spirit. Truth has come. Knowledge, wisdom, love is come. And the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. We lost the Lord's glory back in the garden. And I want to just stop right there. Let you ponder that. Because that's a lot of teaching. And we'll pick up in verse number 2 in the next episode of the King and Kingdom series, our leadership development. All right, this is Pastor Deborah. Study. Go look up Isaiah 60, verse 1 yourself. Go back to the Old Testament. Read. Take notes. And I'll see you in the next class of the King and Kingdom series, leadership development. All right, this is Pastor Deborah.